Hey everyone, welcome to this week's show. With me this week, as always, I have my co-commissioner and GM of Sauce Pass, Corey.
What's going on?
Thanks for joining me. And I am your host, commissioner, and GM of Team Ramrod. So, interesting results last week. Some upsets, as you'll see, our top two seeds are gone.
Which
Uh,
is it really an upset at this point when you almost like we haven't yet to see a top seed win?
it's expected, right?
Yeah.
Um, And some people getting pretty cocky, and I guess you want to get cocky after after a big win.
Yep.
Um, and other people getting pretty dark.
Pretty
Uh,
quiet.
I think we know who those people are. The ones getting dark. I say people, but it might only be one. Um,
Insert team name here.
boys, what you gotta keep in mind, we like to have a lot of fun and trash talk each other. 8 teams going to the fucking playoffs, boys. All of them want it. All of them want that championship. But
Yep.
the reality is only one wins. So there's gonna be
Yep.
seven
15
teams.
losers a year.
Yeah. In the playoffs, there are gonna be 7 teams that fail their objective. Um, you just gotta deal with it and move on. Like it's gonna happen every year. The odds of you winning are not great to begin with in general in this league, right? It's not easy to win. So just because you haven't won yet, we've only had what 5 different champions in the
9 years.
ten seasons. So guys, it's tough to win. So just you gotta worry about next year now. That's all. Start planning for
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt. You're
Yeah.
gonna hate looking at the app for a little bit, but
Remember what
there's
you do
still some
this for.
GMs playing and having some fun, so try to keep it going.
Look at Domo. Domo never wins.
He's still trying to trade.
He's trying to trade every day. Wakes up looking for a deal.
I heard there's already a deal for him for Darlene.
Oh, is there?
No,
Oh.
I'm joking. Wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, it surprised me. He has no assets.
Well, yeah, but he has next year's draft assets you could talk about.
I guess, yeah.
All right, I'll draft this player. Give me your sixth round pick. Actually, he doesn't have much of a draft asset
That's what I
either,
mean.
so like he really doesn't.
He'd have to be trading his draft assets for the year after. He
Yep.
needs those. He needs those to win every week.
Hey, he beat me on the year, so I can't chirp by
Let's
one
uh
point.
let's get into this. Speaking of cocky teams who only show up when they win a big match, quiet all year in the chat until they win something and all of a sudden they're mouthy. Um, I just don't like. I like if you're mouthy no matter what all year long. But
Yep. Yep.
um,
We run our mouth every day,
yeah,
win or lose.
yeah. Sometimes we have to eat crow. It just happens.
Yep.
Whatever. Jager Bombs again a big win here over so that should be a drink 8-6. Won't you tell me what happened here?
This was an interesting one. It was always close through the week. It was never really out of reach, but Braden always had a pretty good hold on the lead. Um, and it came down to blocks. You can see here Dan had two more blocks. He got the tie on the week. He would have got the win on the matchup.
Fuck, even
Um,
that save percentage.
yeah, but that
Unbelievable.
was it was further apart. That slowly got a little bit closer. They had some goalies both going on the Sunday. Um, goalies facing each other, but not able. Dan not able to get it done here.
I did see Dan
Falling
on
short.
Sunday had a defenseman going too in the last game, and he
Well,
couldn't get
he
a block.
picked up Edmondson,
Edmondson. Yeah.
uh, and hence the comment from Jagerbombs in the chat. Fuck Edmondson. But that's the gamble, right? You go into free agency, picking up the players for a specific category. I don't think he got. I think he got one block, so not enough to get it done. Well, I mean, we'll be able to check here, right?
I'm
Looking at
curious.
the top performers here, you got Sorelli putting up 4 goals, 4 assists, +5, 5 PIMs, a shorthand of point, 13 shots. Um, Quite an impressive week for Sorelli. Byfield, 2 goals, 3 assists. Um, Rust had a good week, 2 goals, 4 assists. Werenski, 7 assists. Crosby's back, a pretty slow week though, just 2 assists on the week for him. Um, yeah, you had Dobson with 12 blocks, leading the way substantially over everyone else on his team.
Well, he's on
And
his
then in
roster because Hedman just went out today for personal leave.
Yeah,
He's
I did see that.
he's
Yeah,
already on his IR, so
yeah.
he's focused.
And then
But which one? Which
and then
one's
in
focused?
nets, yeah, not Braden. We know that. Um, yeah, in nets, Ottinger played really well through the week. Gibson with 2 wins as well. Everyone he picked up didn't really do too well, but it was enough to get it done against Dan. Looking at Dan's team, um, you got Barzell with 4 assists, 14 PIMs, 3 power play points. DeBrincat, 2 goals, 5 assists. Game winner with 17 shots. But no one really otherwise stood up. A pretty quiet week for his roster, actually. Another big blow he had is he Dan did miss Pionk, came back from injury on Saturday for the back to back Saturday Sunday. He did leave him on his IR on that day.
Did he get a block?
So he would have had to drop. He had two, but he would
Well,
have
we
had
had
to
to
drop
drop
somebody
someone.
to do it.
Who knows what would have
Yeah.
happened?
So there was exactly right. So you never know. In nets, he had Hill in night. Uh, be the better goalies for him. Shesterkin just got wrecked this week, and he's been on fire since coming back from injury. So not a timely time to kind of shit the bed. But
The issue with Shesterkin is that the Rangers suck, so it's on him. If they're gonna win, it's because he's playing well.
yeah, yeah. So that you can see that save percentage really that like would have made a big difference, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that it was really blocks in and then the goalie stats that was really all in range come Sunday. So pretty comfortable situation for the cute couple.
You said, boys, playoffs, like anything can happen. Like one bad week ruin your whole season. But Dan, you
Yep.
had a good season, nothing to be ashamed about. Better luck next year. Braden, Chris, good for you guys. It's nice to see you guys, your spirit wasn't broken after last year, your disappointment. So keep it rolling. Daltrey, the first seed, getting upset by the eighth. Sean is telling me that he wanted Daltrey, and now he got him. He got
This
the beef.
this
He
was
tried the
close.
beef.
Yeah, and it finished him. He finished the beef. He ate it all.
Liked it.
This was a really close one. You can see here, Sean won by 1 goal, 1 assist, 5 PIMs. And those were the main close categories. So just switching a couple of those around would have been a tie matchup, right?
Tied in
But they both,
blocks.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, tied in blocks, 42 apiece. They both put up 2 goalie stats versus each other. Um, but yeah, Daltrey not able to get it done.
Daltrey missing
Uh,
those Toronto starts though.
I was gonna get there. Yep,
Just looking at the saves, like those two
he
starts.
missed he missed 2 starts with Stolarz coming in last second, but he didn't have him in lineup, right?
I mean, playoffs, boys, even regular season, I'm checking right at like 10 minutes to game time, no matter
Well, he was
what the
even
app
hurt
tells me.
though. He was on IR to then last second getting switched. It kind of fucks with you. But I mean, we've seen worse from Daltrey. This is a playoff classic Daltrey.
I get it. You don't want to check the app all the time, but like to me, I know game time's at like 7. I'm going on my app at like 6:45, and I'm gonna see like what's the deal here. Is it still what I thought it was? But I'm just paranoid like that something like this would happen.
Yep.
So lesson learned, maybe Daltrey, maybe.
Yeah. Is it that Wallstead trade that did it in? Right? You know, at what point?
Apparently,
What's
because
the
those
difference?
those Leafs goalies fucked them.
Yeah. I mean, they got no wins for him, right on the week. 31 saves. Um, who else did he get? Chitrin,
I mean,
Donuts,
Trishan was is a good pickup, but he didn't have a great week.
Heigl, 2 goals, 6 assists, plus 8. So, I mean, there was some serious player value there, and who performed at least. But you got Hurl with zeros. Um, Besides McKinnon and Heigl, he really didn't have a good week up front. Schmaltz, 2 goals, 2 assists, the game winner, pretty consistent with where he's been all year. Um, yeah, he out hit Sean, which doesn't surprise me because Daltrey has a pretty gritty team. Um, Gustafson, 2 wins, 926. Decord putting up a 926 as well, but no wins in his one start. Going against Sean here. Kraus, 3 goals, 2 assists, 13 hits, 5 PIMs. And then a little bit of contribution from everyone. No one really otherwise, like a bunch of 3 pointers. The keepers coming in nets here. You got Thompson with 2 wins, put up a 944, really leading the way there. Busey getting a win in one of his 2 starts. Um, Not an overly impressive player roster, and which is kind of why we went with Daltrey in our predictions, right?
Mhm.
But I think he is beatable team. His team, I still don't know if Sean will be able to take it all the way, but his team just got by Daltrey. A good matchup for him there.
No, huge win for Sean. Obviously, still around after years of ridicule. Um, and I assume there will be more years to come of that. But
This year's not done.
no, this year's not done. Now he has to enter the House of Corilla, I heard. So we'll see if he survives that. Uh, Unfortunate for you, Daltrey. Better luck next year. You're beautiful.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what you got. You got that going for you at least.
that's it. It's got
Yeah.
that flow. The Shifley Tower, taken down. Patches O'Hooligan. What happened here?
Yep. The real difference maker here was Derek's goalies taking 4 categories of the 5. They nearly split the player categories. Um, the big story in this early in the week was that Nick sat a goalie that ended up getting a shutout. Now, looking at the stats come Sunday and a week, don't think it would have made a difference. So probably helps him sleep at night. This was an 8-7 loss, and he left that shutout on the bench. Uh, yeah, that would
It
suck.
would have
That would
flipped
fucking
two
suck.
categories, probably. That's it. Well, would
Yeah,
have flipped
saves.
one and gave him one.
Yeah, flipped one and then gave him one. So then it would have been an 8-6,
Yeah,
right? 1 win closer might have changed his perspective on who you had on the weekend. Blah blah
yeah,
blah.
maybe,
Yep.
but tough to speculate. But
Yeah. Let's see who did it here for Derek.
pulling
Uh,
some Daltrey shit out there, Nick.
that's all right.
That's
We all love Daltrey, right? You need some losers in the league.
it. We got
You got
Casey.
Jarvis putting up a goal and 5 assists, 8 PIMs, 4 power play points. Um, Faber 4 assists. Also, you got Keller 3 goals, 1 assist. Geeky 4 assists. Oh, I normally talk about Trennan's hits. Where is he? 15. Not too bad.
Slow week for him.
Yeah, a little pathetic week. Did he even win hits? No, he didn't. He needed 14, 13 more, 14 more. So, but on the blocks, he only won by 3. So that was a pretty close category. A lot of people contributing there. A few people with around 6, 7 blocks in nets. Allmark with a win, Swayman with 2, and Vladar with 1. Swayman and Vladar both putting up above a 939 and below a 195. So goalies really played well for him. Going over to Patch's team, Forsberg, 4 goals, 5 assists, plus 5, game winning goal, 12 shots, 6 hits. Quite the week.
Nashville's
Zaka,
been on
4 goals.
fire all of a sudden. Like,
I know, it's just out of nowhere. Kempe, 1 apple in the week, some injury there didn't help. Truba didn't put up the points come playoffs, but did his depth stats. Guda's being out
you
never
pick him up
helps.
for his depth anyway. You don't pick him up for.
I know, but he did have some offense when he was
Yep,
moving around.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, Caulfield, 4 goals, 4 assists. Um, Yeah, and then in nets, just not able to get it done. He did end up getting rid of Montembeau, but Kemper with Indobes both with one win on the week, and then Lyon just getting lit up. It has one back to back. I think this was the Sunday start. Um,
Well, it looks like he's committed to maybe Kemper and Dobes, and
mhm, Yep,
that's good though. He made a decision.
yep,
At playoff time, you got to get rid of those guys that you're just holding on to.
for playoffs, not knowing the situation, right?
Yeah, you gotta give it all in the playoffs. Like if you want to win, you gotta make the tough calls, and
Yep.
you know he made the tough call, but I still fell short, which is what he does in this league is fall short. So big win for Derek, one of the two former champions who made the playoffs, who advances. He's looking to become the third GM to have two titles to his name. So good for you, Derek. Um, Speaking of former champions who are still in, Neil also looking to get become a two-time champion after defeating insert name here because TVT's not upset anymore. You
Nope.
know, he's just
He's
nothing.
gone. He's
He's
gone.
nothing.
He's Yep. It has hurt him so bad that he has turned into the abyss. Um, Pretty substantial win pretty early on in the week for Neil here. A fair amount of close categories coming down by the end on Sunday. So you can see only
Look at
four
that plus
goals,
minus.
one
Whew.
assist, +2 difference, one power play point, four blocks. So I mean, there was an opportunity for Travis's team to fight back here a bit more, but no, just really it was too big of a loss early in the week. You got Zibanejad, 3 goals, 2 assists. Panarin, 3 goals, 2 assists. Gauthier, 2 goals, 1 assist. Pasternak, 4 goals, 3 assists. Lozon, 16 hits on the week. Kostelic, 14 pims. 12 of it was on Monday. 2 fights in a minor. 12 hits. I remember Travis was complaining about him. Like, holy crap, 2 fights first day of the week.
He's
Um,
pumped. He knew the
and then a
playoffs.
lot of goalie starts here. You got Veg, Sorokin, and Noonan all putting up a win for him on the week. Veg with a shutout in his one start, really carrying the way there. Easily able to get through Travis here. Sorry. So you had Aho, 1 goal, 3 assists. Malkin, 2 goals, 3 assists after a suspension. You got Darlene on the block, 2 goals, 3 assists. Leo, pretty quiet week, a goal, 2 assists. Demidov putting up nothing. Hyman with 1 goal, pretty slow week there too. Then in nets, you got Slavs putting up 2 wins, and Dostal getting his other one. Dostal putting up a 931 on the week, so his only goalie keeper really showing up, which is promising for him in the future. But yeah, now it's hard to be too upset. Where I think we all knew Travis was still committed to the rebuild towards next season more than competing this year too, right? So
He could have done both, but he did flip flop with a lot of deals. He made some good deals and moved those players out for other assets that uh, I just would have liked to see him commit to one way or the other.
yeah,
You know, that's
yeah.
all.
Next year, go all in.
That's all.
Don't sell a
Uh,
piece.
but all you guys who are struggling year after year, apparently all you need to do is find a friend who knows hockey more than you and just get him to run your team.
Well, I have a
Travis, you
few
know anyone
friends in
like
the
that?
leagues. I have a few friends in this league that could use that help.
It's good
All
though.
right.
It's good for the league. We're getting more competitive, and that's what I always wanted. I want a league full of players of GMs who care and pay attention, and you just never know what's going to happen. And this year that's paying off. We have a lot of the usuals who didn't make the playoffs, and a lot of the top seeds are guys who typically weren't, right? So it's nice. I like this. I like where the league is headed. I'm excited for next season. I know there's still 2 weeks left, boys. Um, but
Yeah,
I'm already ready for next year.
should be.
Let's Let's
How did
talk
we do
about.
in our predictions last week?
We each went two for four
Yeah,
since we had the same prediction.
yeah. Not only two, so we did say that did we did call that because we our predictions for the season was about 50%. Mine was 50,
Yeah.
yours was about like 48,
46.
46. So tried to give you make you look a little better, but
Nah. I did a lot
yeah,
just as this is what I wanted to see happen at the
that's
end.
fair. Or you vote for Team Ramrod.
Always.
Yeah. All right.
Proven track record. Maybe not this year, but uh
Got to have
proven track
confidence in
record.
yourself.
Safe bet. Jager Bombs versus Shifley Tower. I don't even care about the record. This is seventh versus fourth. Essentially. The records don't matter at this point. Everything was so close in standings with these teams. So
Yeah.
who do you have here?
Well, uh, last week we kind of did a little bit of a breakdown to kind of compare the team. So I'm going to kind of do the same again this week. So we have the Dallas duo in Gibson and Nets taking on Allmark Swayman and Vladar. Um, I don't know. I think I would prefer Derek's goalie situation having three ones, like three full starters. Um, it's tough, but then you got Dallas on the other side who should put up better games, right? Um, if we want to start comparing players here, um, you got Schaefer, you got Hudson. You don't have a lot of big name superstars. Crosby, Bennett. Um, then going over to Derek's team, kind of felt the same way the first time through, right? There's no one that really stood out. You know, Jarvis, who's pretty elite on his team, but
I like
just
Keller a
showed.
lot.
Oh yeah, I missed him last week too. Keller. Yep. And then you have a lot of role players, right? You got Geeky who's been doing well. Shifley's been put up consistent points, maybe not to the superstar level, but they're doing the job they're required to do, right? You got Trennan already with 6 hits on the week. Um, so I think Derek has a more balanced team and what they're going to be able to produce. In Nets, I really can't. I can go either way. Obviously, Ottinger's numbers here look pretty atrocious, right? Uh, letting in 4 goals on 8 shots isn't going to help. Um, but I think I still would have went with Derek on this one, thinking that the players should be able to carry him to a win.
I went with Derek. Um,
Oh, you
I
could
think
have
it'll
said
be
it that
close.
easily.
I had already
Yeah,
thought about it,
yeah.
right? I think it'll be close. But I think Derek's team is more consistent, more reliable in what I'd be looking at this point. And I'm not saying Braden's team is bad. Obviously, they finished close in the standings. This is a crapshoot, really. Like,
Yep.
right? I just prefer Derek's team in this matchup, and I guess we'll see what happens. If Braden wins, good for you, buddy. You know,
We'll be wrong on one of these.
yeah, we'll be wrong. On the odds, we're gonna be wrong. This is just who I think will win that matchup. Then we got the House of Krill, third versus eighth against the Polar Bears. What do you think here? Does Sean keep his little fairy tale streak going here, or does he take down? Does he enter the House of Krill and takes what he wants?
I don't think so. And I said it last week that my team to beat for the whole playoffs was Neil. So for me to then go against him come the second round against the 8th seed, I just think he has better players. Um, really like his roster. In Nats, Veg and Sorokin can pull off pretty good numbers alone. I think he's in Nets. He's a more favorable team than Busey, Thompson, and Ned. So the goalies, I'll give them the advantage. Now Sean did go out and spend some money on players at the deadline. So his team is better than what his record shows, in my opinion. But I still think it would be an uphill battle to take down Neil.
Yeah, I think Neil's team is on paper at least is just better than Sean's. Um, I wouldn't have said this at the start of the playoffs, but now that we're in the second round, I think, especially based on my prediction, I think we're having a second, like a repeat champion. Someone's going to win their second championship. Um, but you know what? I never have faith in Sean, so he loves to just prove me wrong. So uh, I think Sean's going to lose this week, but I think his season's been good. Better than I thought it was going to be at the start of the year. But I mean,
Yeah.
50% of everything I thought was wrong anyway. So
You're probably over 50% if you don't take your own bias into consideration.
nah, I always have my own bias.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. No, it's going to be a battle either way. I just think unfortunately it's not a good matchup for him against Neil. But I didn't think it was against Altry, so you never know.
Yeah, you don't know. Anything can happen. Like I
Yeah.
said before, we've seen Mark win a championship, so uh,
Fuck.
anything can happen. But
Anything
whatever
can
does
happen.
happen, boys. Um,
Oh,
Last year our champion declined, but
the gloat show?
the gloat show is still an option. If you win and you want to do a gloat show, you do what you want to prep for it. Let Corey and I know. We'll arrange a time where we're available, and if there's anything you need from us to make the show happen, whatever, we'll help out.
Yeah.
It's a fun part of winning. Um, our champion last year didn't want to take part. That's fair, but it's up to
Yeah.
you. It's there for you to brag about your victory. They come so rare for a lot of you is that you got to take advantage.
Yeah. Or you could be like me and just live on that victory for 10 years.
That's it.
I've been gloating for 10 years. My gloat show is will never end.
Just
Um,
yeah,
yeah, no, I think we'll be good. And then Casey, if you want to come in and give a speech about your trophy or your accomplishments for this season, like,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyone's welcome to join the show next week, guys.
Well, we need at least more than us two, just to have people viewing the draft lottery, right? We're not going to have the just the two commissioners running it. It would be nice to have some other people present to show that hey, we did it officially.
so
Just
here's
just you
the
know,
the tough thing about next week. If I don't get anyone who wants to join us, then we'll record early in the week, Corey, because we can do it in late afternoon. But if people want to join us, I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm off Wednesday. I can do a Wednesday recording.
yeah,
Or
just designated to that.
it's only one matchup, so our predictions even midweek aren't going to change. We're going to know who we're going to predict. So even if we do it Thursday, whatever, like I don't
I'll have
care.
some fun with it.
I want to have more people on personally because it's always fun at the end of the year to discuss the season, like highs, lows, and of course, for all us losers, we have the draft lottery, which will
Unless
be
we traded your
drawn
pick
next
away.
week on the show.
Yeah, Mark, you can sit in my. Oh no, Mark's not even in the playoffs. He has two shots.
Oh, why does he have your pick or
Yeah, so
Team Ramrod's in the draft lottery for the first time since the initial draft?
because the last time you didn't make it, you traded it away.
No, I probably had it that year too.
Yeah, I don't
That
know if
was
we
so
did a
long
lottery then
ago.
though.
I
I
forget. It
don't
was
even
so
know if we
long
did a
ago.
lottery.
I don't think we did a lottery. I think it was
Yeah,
standings based.
yeah.
Because that was before the great tanking wars. Uh,
Who
that's fun.
started that?
I
Was that
believe, and don't get angry if I'm wrong, but I believe it was someone called out Derek for benching players.
that's the name I was going with that I thought it was too. But I feel like he was just not setting his lineup to the point where it felt like tanking, which prompted the discussion about
Yeah,
setting your lineup as a whole.
but it was
Yep.
good, healthy discussion after
Hmm?
the anger got pushed out.
Yeah. Yeah. And every single rule change that we set in the offseason is prompted from a discussion, right? So
That's it.
keep the conversation coming.
We're always, even if our initial reaction isn't great to some of the discussions, like we're always open to discussion, right? Um, and we always do
Yep.
things as a vote. That's how we've always done things in this league. Um, one
Yeah,
vote.
like I was fully set on the fact that I think we should switch to face-offs, and then just discussion with a few of you completely switched my point of view, and I'm like completely against it now, and I think it's stupid. Uh, so it's just nice to get other people's perspectives, right?
It's it's not terrible if we want to add another stat, but I wouldn't take away a stat. But I don't
Yeah,
also don't like the
but
idea.
15 is a good number though.
I don't like having an even number,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want that either.
because
Yep.
you're increasing the likelihood of ties, in my opinion. And I don't want to
Yep.
see more ties. We already had too many ties this year. But that
There
shows
was a
you how close
ton.
the league's getting.
Oh, now I gotta go look.
You want to go look at all the ties?
Oh, I don't think I got standings there. Yeah, because there was a lot. Like, I mean, Kyle, like Plums had like five, right? We had Derek and Patches, the only ones who never tied through the season. Four
Jesus.
for Travis, four for Sean, three for Mark, three for Dre, five for Plums. Like he had as many wins as Hughes, like Casey, but yeah, crazy.
Think of how different his season could have been if he would have stole some of those wins.
Yep. Well, he would have been at what, 16 points
He would have
instead
been
of
in
11.
contention though. It would have maybe changed
Yep.
how he played. You just don't know. That's fantasy
Yep.
for you, right? Um, yeah, we're almost out of time.
And like Kate, and one thing I'll say is Casey went out hot this year, spending and trying to really compete in it. And there was a few really shitty close matchups that didn't go his way. Um, but I like the effort, right? Seeing that the energy there going. It'd be nice to see the playoff picture this year compared to next year, as obviously we've said a few people are typically on the other side of the playoff, but you have a lot of teams that are competing. And I think year over year you're going to see a lot of like kind of like you said earlier, uh, change with who's at the top.
Well, you know what really did happen, and you know what, and maybe it's something a trend that we'll see. If you notice, a lot of the typical teams that make the playoffs, you, me, Nick, um, we always trade our draft capital. Now all these other teams who are at the top this year went in with a lot of draft capital, drafted good teams,
Yep,
and stayed competitive all year, right? Enough to have that advantage. Now a lot of these teams won't have that same draft capital, so I'm curious how they're gonna do next year going to the draft without it. I'm used to going to the draft with no capital,
that's
but
our norm.
some teams never trade their picks, and now they've done it. I'm curious how they rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. And to the other side of it is, let's say me and you, um, we have way more than we're used to. So to go into the draft feeling stacked as fuck is weird. Like,
Yeah.
and by stacked, I mean I have a bunch of eight, ninth round picks. Like
I,
that's stacked for me compared to normal.
Now it's like I'm drafting in an area I don't know what to do
Yeah,
with.
yeah. With sixth round pick, what?
I'm not looking for injured players or deep cuts here. Like no,
Yeah. Oh shit.
it'll be a lot of fun though. But next week, guys, draft lottery. Would love to have more people on for year discussion.
Yep.
Let us know. If not, we'll record early in the week and get it done with. But I'd rather have people on, and
Yeah.
it's always nice to have different voices. You guys got to be sick of hearing Corey and I talk.
Ah, I'm not. I'm okay with it.
Well, thanks for joining me, Corey.
Yeah, always fun. Nice quick one parter.
Yeah, that's what happens. I find, later in the season, once that trade deadline passes, they seem to die down a bit, which is great. But I also love talking trades. So
Yeah. The two parts can get longer though, right? So that's good. Nope. Appreciate you having it. One more episode will be fun.
yeah. And then we'll be like, oh, I don't know. I'm glad it's over. Then next year we'll be jonesing with it. Let's get a
Oh,
preseason show in. Let's
you
get a
need your
pre.
break, right? You need the off season.
You
So
need that charge time.
Yeah,
But
we go so hard all year round. Like you said, we're looking at starters every night. We're checking the schedules. Like we're pretty active, right? So it does
yeah.
consume you to a point.
Good luck everyone this week. We'll find out who makes the finals. Uh, Honestly, good luck. I don't want to say fuck you to anyone, except you, Sean. Go fuck yourself.